Alright, this is the entity that's maintaining plane activity. It's currently engineered light, relevant positioning, audible activity with the people of the state who are also stalking, crossing path. That's pacing while they're on the roads and the highways. And then stalking in the sky space right here, flying over 325 West G Street. It's 1:05, 5 minutes earlier at 1 a.m. Louder activity, that's a whistling sound. The entity meant roaring, loud plane activity. Again, mimicking what is, as the entity engages in a poor demonic imitation of a fake sun. It's a poor imitation of a plane takeoff right over this house, where the entity is doing so. This is 325 West G Street, where there is no planes that are hovering from 2500 Airport Drive or 2900 Airport Drive and rising in elevation at this location. This is the context that this is also where the entity is engaged in monitoring with the people of the state. The people of the state are stalking, and so is the city of Ontario, and doing so at 1 o'clock in the morning, where the Ontario International Airport is not maintaining any flights, where you're at this elevation at the volume level that the entity is varying at. This is a whistle with regard to, again, what is roaring plane activity 5 minutes ago, while the entity is maintaining aerial surveillance. Stalking with the same Ontario Police Department. All right, that's the city of Ontario, gang stalking by planes and helicopters, and the population of demons, many of whom I documented on El Morado, on Bonita, and on 8th Street in San Antonio, where the people of the state are targeting me, specifically knowing who I am, while they surround with the pattern of conduct in concert with the city of Ontario, using planes and helicopters, deviating from any plane takeoff where where you're headed to your destination from the airport. The entity is deviating by flying over 325 West G Street to be in alignment to me, where the entity is doing so in that specific environment. Plane activity, helicopter activity is part of that specific environment where the government is monitoring, and the government's monitoring with the people of the state. Okay, like I've documented. And the entity is doing so as the city of Ontario, and every gang stalking resident is engaging in that. It is currently 1:06 a.m. where the entity is concentrating plane activity right here. This is where they're taking off right here. And this is that P.O.C. where Ontario police are gang stalking, as I documented last night, which is July 1st, 2025. Follow me around while I documented the license plates and the house addresses of the people of the state who are gang stalking by residents, just like 325 West G Street is, while the people of the state are facilitating venue where the government's engaging in surveillance. And you are stalking in the path when you're living in the specific environment, which is exactly what this is. This is P.O.C.